At today's oath-taking ceremonies for newly appointed government officials, President Duterte, after initially refusing to do so, finally weighed in on the race for House speakership. To give us the details, we have Maricel Halili live at Malacanang.
Robbie, President Rodrigo Duterte has finally broke his silence about the House speakership race and finally announced his preferred contenders. President Duterte endorses Taguig Representative Alan Peter Cayetano to be the House Speaker. He will share the term with Marinduque Representative Lord Velasco, while later Representative Martin Romualdez will be the House Majority Floor Leader. The President made this announcement at the oath-taking ceremony in Malacanang this afternoon after he met with the three congressmen. The President said Cayetano will take the seat first because he was the first to express his intention to be the House Speaker. They agreed to term sharing because the President regards the contenders as friends and allies. So to end the conflict, he feels that this is the best way to do it. Duterte said he didn't want to meddle with the issue at first, but because of the crisis in leadership, it's time for him to talk. The Chief Executive also said he will insist that the term sharing be respected. He, however, clarified that the final decision will still depend on the legislators. The President also insisted this is not an intervention with another branch of the government, since they are only discussing the selection of a leader and not legislation. He also advised the incoming House leaders that if they plan to amend the Constitution, whether for a shift to federalism or not, they better do it now. Here's a part of the President's statement.
Pumunta sila dito, pinatawag, this has to stop. I will now talk. I do not enjoy it. I avoided it. Pakita mo naman, it's creating so much uncertainty and so much. I'll now talk. So, pinesto ko na.
Robbie presidential spokesperson Salvador Panelo said that the plan is for Cayetano to sit as House Speaker first for 15 months to be followed by Velasco for 21 months. Robbie?
Maricel, did the President mention any issue that he plans to tackle in his upcoming State of the Nation address?
Robbie, earlier in an ambush interview, we asked President Rodrigo Duterte about his position on fishing, allowing foreign fishermen to fish in our exclusive economic zone. And his answer was, we have to wait for his next State of the Nation address because his plan is to educate the people that all his actions regarding to our exclusive economic zone is not unconstitutional, meaning all of his actions is based on the Constitution and he is not violating any laws. And he also mentioned that he will discuss this issue to prove that what Supreme Court Associate Justice Antonio Carpio is saying is not valid. Robbie?
Maricel, I do have a question if you don't mind before I let you go. So sinabi ng Presidente, it's still up for Congress to decide on who their speaker is going to be. He says, this is my endorsement, napipilitan lang ako, pero bahala pa rin sila. Have we gotten any reaction from the other personalities, or for that matter, from the different parties in Congress on how they will receive this endorsement from the President?
Robbie will still have to wait for the statements from other contenders as well as the organizations. But earlier, I read a statement and a Viber thread of PDP Laban. And based on the initial information that I got, it seems that, of course, they respect what the President decision is. And they said that they will ask all the leaders of PDP Laban to meet and discuss this issue. Robbie?
Okay, maraming salamat. That was Maricel Hariri live from Malacanang. And still on the speakership announcement, Taguig Representative Alan Peter Cayetano has expressed his gratitude to the President after being endorsed as the next House Speaker. Cayetano says taking on the role will not be easy, but he is up for the challenge. The former running mate of President Duterte is also urging fellow congressmen to work together and to focus on the goals of the administration.
Pero now let's para sa ating Panginoon, para sa ating bayan, let's all work together and let's not make it about politicians, about ourselves, about the Duterte administration. but something that can really uplift, no, ang kabuhayan ng bawat Pilipino.
PDP Laban says it respects the decision of their party chairman, President Duterte. The party initially endorsed Lord Alan Velasco for the speakership post. Party leaders are set to meet to talk about the new developments. Over the weekend, presidential son and Davao Representative Paulo Duterte backed out of the speakership race. Paulo Duterte said he and his father agreed that it is not yet the right time for him to take the post.